Whether you have seen these beautiful pots and pans on your Instagram feed, or you're just in the market for some non-toxic, non-stick cookware, this video is for you because I have actually cooked with and done some research on the Caraway Home ceramic non-stick cookware, and I'm so excited to share all my findings with you so that you can decide whether this is the right cookware for you. If you're new on my channel, welcome. My name is Anya here at our Gabled home, where I love to share anything and everything about the kitchen and a lot of recipes and the occasional cookware review. So I'll talk a little bit about the cookware, and then I'll share what I like the most about it, and then some things that I don't find so ideal. So first of all, you can buy this as a set, and it comes with 2 sizes of frying pans and 2 sizes of pots, and then it has lids, and it comes with this storage solution. These, and I'm gonna slide that out here, these holders that are perfect for the pans and the skillets, and they are magnetic, so you can actually store them either inside your cabinet or the counter. And then it has a canvas hanging lid holder that you can put on the inside of your cabinet. And you get 2 cork trivets with your set. You can also buy these pieces individually, and while the set is $4.95 depending on when and where you buy it, the individual pieces range from $95 to about $145. Since I've only gotten the set, I can only speak to the whole set. It comes in a big cardboard box, and it seems really well packaged so that nothing gets damaged during the shipping, and everything looks really solid, just like the cardboard packaging. So when you take these out, they are very sturdy, hefty quality. They seem to be sitting. I have a gas stove, but even if you had a ceramic cooktop, they seem to be sitting fairly squarely and flat and evenly on the cooktop. What I love is that they come in various different colors. This is the cream color, but there's also a sage color, and there is a peach sort of pinkish color, and the colors are very modern. The design is very modern and sophisticated looking, so it sure is something that is beautiful in your kitchen and for the eye. The company talks about the fact that this cookware is non-toxic. It is healthier cooking. You don't need to use any oil or fat to cook. It is absolutely non-stick. They say it has a mineral-based coating that won't leach any toxic materials into your clean and healthy ingredients, and it produces less CO2 when produced compared to the additional non-stick coatings, and it has a naturally slick pan that requires less scrubbing for spotless cleanup. So again, I really like the non-stick feature. It is absolutely slick. We have cooked various things with it, and not only does the food not stick on it, it actually cleans up really quickly and easily in your sink. You can use less fat or oil for frying. However, I'm not sure that that is necessarily a positive or a pro feature for me, because I don't actually avoid cooking with olive oil or avocado oil or butter, healthy fats. So for me, that's kind of a neutral. However, the cleanup is fairly quick, and as I'm showing you here, it is super quick and simple. Sometimes all you need is just a kitchen towel to wipe the inside of the skillet clean. The company says that the cookware is oven safe up to 500 degrees. Even though I could have tested it, I'm not sure that I could have really noticed anything, so I am going with the company's claims here. The colors sure are beautiful, and they can complement any modern, beautiful kitchen. And as I said, there is a variety of color choices that you can pick from. This storage solution here, I'm not sure that it does a whole lot for me, because I don't have space on my counter, even though this would look beautiful on my counter. My counter is very expensive real estate, so I don't intend to store it on it. And I don't have a lot of cabinet space for the other two pieces to kind of like be stacked next to each other. But for some kitchens that may actually work fantastic and may just be a nice selling point. I do actually really like a 30-day return policy that this cookware has. So if you save your box and make sure you put everything back within 30 days, no questions asked, you can send it back and get a refund. So essentially it's almost like a 30-day trial period, and the customer service seems to be really solid. So that's always a plus with anything that you buy, especially online. There's a 1-year limited warranty. However, I'm not quite sure what's covered in the limited warranty. So that's something that I just want to mention. However, I'm not exactly sure what's covered under the warranty. And apparently there is recycling if ever for any reason you have to get rid of this cookware. There is a list of recycling centers where you can take your pieces to get rid of them and to be recycled into something else. So if you're interested in buying this, I have a special link for you below this video where you can get this cookware for a discount. Now let's talk about some of the things that I wasn't so excited about. This cookware does seem a little bit more delicate than, let's say, my cast iron cookware. And I haven't experienced it myself so much, but I have heard from other people that it chips and nicks very easily, both down here at the bottom. Obviously, I do have some discoloration here, which is more obvious in the cream color. However, they do warn that the cream color is the most delicate color. So for somebody who cooks every day and cooks a lot from scratch, to have to worry about not nicking something is not necessarily ideal. The company recommends that you only use this cookware on low to medium. Now, the challenge for me is that I cook with gas, and depending on the size burner and the BTUs that I'm using, I'm not exactly sure where low medium is. So I'm erring on the side of caution and probably using a lower heat than I can. But again, I don't want to destroy anything or damage anything. So that is something else that I have to think about and worry about. And as a result of that, even though it seems to fry things up fairly nicely, for example, if I want to boil pasta, the pasta water takes a lot longer than if I use my regular stainless steel big pots on my stove to come to a boiling point. And then when I add the pasta, it takes a lot longer for it to reach boiling again. So that is something that I've noticed that I don't find ideal, that I have to worry about so much and not damage it. And I'm not quite sure how that works with the fact that it is supposed to be oven safe to 500 degrees, but you can only use it on low medium. So I'm just mentioning that for those of you who like to cook on high heat, for example, searing meats and browning meats in your skillets, that can be an issue. Hand wash only. Now, again, for me, that is more of a neutral because I do hand wash all of my cast iron cookware, but I do know that a lot of home cooks love to just stick their cookware into the dishwasher and not have to think about it. However, this is not recommended for the Caraway cookware. Even though the cookware seems to be sitting very heavy and flat, I have noticed that the inside here is a little bit higher than the outside of the skillet. So what happens when you do use oil, the oil pools a little bit more here on the outer rim than sitting in the middle, and you'd have to move your pan around or your skillet around to make sure that it's evenly coated before you fry something. So I think that's not necessarily the best thing in expensive cookware. Because of the mineral-based, or as some people say, ceramic coating, you can only use wood or silicone, plastic, rubber spatulas and utensils on it to not actually scratch the coating. I only have wood and stainless steel in my kitchen, so I can only use wood for it. Again, that seems very delicate for something, and again, in my cast iron, I can just scrub around and it won't hurt it at all. Even though the handle from the skillet, for example, is fairly long and it has a little, sometimes I don't know what to call it because English is not my first language, and then I'm stumped for words. But anyways, there's this little thing here that stops your hands from sliding too close. However, I did find that the handle of the skillet does get very hot if you cook for a while, so you do have to use pot holders, and I don't necessarily think that's a plus. Also, the longevity, there is a lot of care instructions that do come with the cookware. However, I don't think there's any real reports how long this cookware lasts. As far as I know, it's only been around since 2018, so that is not very long. And again, as opposed to my cast iron skillets that can easily last 100 years and more and actually get better with age, I'm a little bit worried that this may not hold up much beyond 5 or 6 years. I'm also a little bit concerned about some greenwashing. I'm linking to some articles that I have found online that there actually can be some concern with lead that has been measured on the inside of the skillet. So when a company says non-toxic, that can always be a relative term and it's not a protected term. So I encourage you to do your own deeper research into it. And for anyone who cares, this has also been designed in the US but manufactured in China, so that is another thing that I would like to mention. I encourage you to dig a little bit deeper and do your own research and see if this cookware is actually right for you and your family. And if you are thinking, well, what's a good alternative? I can tell you that cast iron is a fantastic cookware. It is super low maintenance and super easy. And I have a video right here in which I'm telling you all you have to know about how to use cast iron so that you have to do minimal cleanup and minimal care. And it's actually very easy to use every day. I hope to see you over in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.